You know the feeling, right? You're buried in emails, and then a massive 20-page formal report lands on your desk for something that feels, well, pretty simple. It can seem like a total mess of memos, newsletters, and official-looking letters. But here's the thing. There's actually a method to the madness. In this explainer, we're going to break down the world of business communication and figure out why choosing the right document is such a big deal. I mean, it's a question we've all asked ourselves. Why go through all the hassle of crafting this long, formal document when a quick email would be so much faster? Is it just about being old-fashioned or following some outdated rule? Well, not quite. And this right here is the key. This is the whole game. Business communication isn't just random. It's incredibly deliberate. The best way to think about it is like a toolbox. You wouldn't use a sledgehammer to hang a picture frame, right? In business, every single message is a tool, and picking the right one is absolutely crucial to getting the job done properly. So to really get this, we have to start with a fundamental principle. When a company sends something out, they're not just sending a message. No, they're trying to achieve a very specific goal. This just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? The tool has to match how important the task is. An email about donuts in the break room? That's super low stakes. It's quick, it's informal, it gets the job done. But trying to secure a major investment, that is a high-stakes, formal, serious process. You need a detailed report with hard data and complete professionalism, because using the wrong tool, like a casual email, could literally cost your company millions. Okay, so how do you actually choose the right tool? Well, it all boils down to two critical questions. Who are you talking to, and what are you trying to accomplish? Your audience and your purpose. Those two things are going to guide every single decision you make. And here, you can see exactly how the who and the why are connected. If you're communicating with your internal staff, a simple memo about a new safety policy is all you need. It's operational, it's direct. But shareholders, they need high-level financial data, which makes a formal annual report the only tool that makes sense. Every audience just has completely different needs and expectations. Now, no matter what specific document we're talking about, most professional communications have a few things in common. I want you to think of it like an official business uniform. It's a set of features that makes any document look professional, instantly recognizable, and, most importantly, trustworthy. This uniform basically has three core parts we're going to look at. First, you've got the brand identity. That's all about the look. Second, there are the professional details, which handle the logistics. And third, you have a clear structure, which is all about the layout. So first up is brand identity. This is how you know in a split second who sent you something. It's the company's logo, their official letterhead with their name and address, and a consistent house style. The same colors and fonts every time. Just think about Apple's sleek, minimalist design. That style is so strong that their communication is instantly recognizable anywhere. Next, we have the professional details. These might seem like boring little things, but they are the logistical nuts and bolts that prevent total chaos. The date creates a clear timeline. A reference number, like on an invoice, means you can find that one specific document months or even years later. And the recipient's address adds a layer of formality and accountability. These details are what keep the wheels of business turning smoothly. And finally, there's clear structure. Look, people in business are busy. They need to be able to scan things quickly. A bold subject line tells you what you're dealing with in about 2 seconds. A formal salutation and closing set a professional tone. And that signature with a job title? That's not just a sign-off. It tells the reader exactly who is taking responsibility for this message and what their authority is. So why does this whole uniform thing even matter? It's about so much more than just looking good. It builds trust, because that consistency feels reliable to customers. It ensures efficiency, because anyone in the company can find key information in its snap. And this one is huge. It provides legal protection. A date and a signature on a document can be the deciding factor in a legal dispute. This isn't just about style. It's serious strategy. All right, so we've got the theory down. Now let's see how it all plays out in the real world. We're going to look at 4 really common business documents, and you'll see that each one has its own unique personality, perfectly designed to do a very specific job.
First up, the press release. This is the go-to tool for any business that wants to talk to the media and hopefully get a news story written about them.
A press release is built for one thing and one thing only: speed. That "for immediate release" heading at the top, it's basically a green light telling a journalist, this is news and you can publish it right now. And its structure, the inverted pyramid, is designed for a busy newsroom. All the crucial stuff, the who, what, when, where, and why, is packed into the very first paragraph. Why? Because a reporter on a deadline might only read that far before deciding if it's a real story. Okay, next we have a document with a completely different personality, the advertisement. This is a tool designed to do one thing, and one thing only: persuade you to buy something. Ads are all about pure persuasion. A lot of them follow a classic model called AIDA. First, they have to grab your attention, usually with a big, flashy image. Then they build your interest with some kind of hook. Next, they create a sense of desire for whatever they're selling. And finally, they push you to action with a really clear call, like a giant Buy Now button. It's highly visual, light on the text, and designed for one thing: a sale. Our third personality is the complaint response. Now, this is a very sensitive tool because it's only used when a customer is already unhappy. The goal here is all about repair and recovery. This kind of document demands total professionalism. It uses a formal tone and directly references the specific problem to show the customer you are actually listening. The structure is pretty much non-negotiable. First, you acknowledge their problem. Second, you apologize sincerely. And third, you explain exactly how you are going to fix it. If you get this right, you can turn a moment of crisis into a story of amazing customer service, and maybe even create a loyal fan. And our final document personality is the most serious of them all: the shareholder report. This is the heavy-duty tool for communicating the financial health of the company to the people who own it. With a shareholder report, there is absolutely no room for fluff. This document is all about hard data presented through endless graphs and charts. It might start with a summary letter from the chairperson, but the real meat is in the detailed sections on financial performance and future strategy. The goal is pure, high-level information because investors are making very serious financial decisions based on these numbers. Okay, so after all of that, how can you quickly make sense of any business document that comes your way? Let's wrap this up with a simple, actionable checklist you can use anytime. Here it is. This is your personal decoder for any business document. Just ask yourself these 4 simple questions. Number 1, who sent it? Just look for the logo. 2, when was it sent? Find the date. 3, what is this thing about? The subject line will tell you. And 4, who is responsible for this? Check the signature and the job title. With this little checklist, you can get the basic gist of any professional document in just a few seconds. And that brings us to the end. So I'll leave you with a final thought to take with you. Think about the most effective business message you've ever gotten. Maybe it was an ad that really worked, or a super clear email, or a helpful letter. Now that you know about all these tools, what was it that made it work so incredibly well?